Hello everyone, this is Papnali from Imperial Softech and I am going to demonstrate coffee supply chain using blockchain technology. This is workflow diagram of our project and we are going to refer this throughout the demonstration. To log in to admins panel, we have to select admin's address from the MetaMask. On the dashboard, we can see total users registered, total roles which are 5, and total cultivation batches. Now in the batches overview, we can see list of all previous cultivation batches and their IDs. We can also find out batch-wise details and which batch is at what stage. By clicking on the view button, we can get details of each cultivation batch. Here we can see batch having ID 4DFFE has completed with cultivation stage. We can also see its complete details and its date and time, and the cultivation is verified by admin. The cultivation batch also completed with farm inspector and harvester stages which are verified by other users. Batch is yet remained with exporter, importer and processor stages. Below the batches overview, we can see admin's wallet address, storage contract address, address of coffee supply chain contract and user contract address. Now scrolling a bit down, on left side we can see user roles in which farm inspector does the farm inspection. Harvester are the people who grows coffee in their farms. Exporters exports coffee all over the world. Importers imports coffee and provide to the processor units. At last, processors play their role of roasting coffee and packaging to sell out in markets. Now on the right side we can see list of users. We can also see users details like user wallet address, username, user contact numbers and role of user. Now to add new user, we can use create user button. Here we have to provide user wallet address which we can copy from MetaMask, username, user contact number, role of user which we can select from the list, user status and profile image for user. Now it's processing profile image as we have used IPFS to upload the image. Now let's submit the form and transaction to add new user. Now it's mining the transaction. And yes, here we can find out the new user is added into the users list. And this is how we can add new user from the admin side. Now to create new batch, we can use create batch button. Here we have to provide farmer's registration number, farmer's name, farmer's address, exporter name and importer's name. Let's submit the form and transaction. Again we have to wait till the transaction get mined. And yes, here we can find out the new batch is added into the list. To view the details, we can use view button. Here we can find out the details of newly added cultivation batch. And this is how the complete admin panel works. Now let's have a look on user panel and each component in supply chain. For the demo purpose, I have created multiple accounts. Let's select the farm inspector's account and log in into the system. On the dashboard, we see username, profile image of user, wallet address of user, user contact number, role of user. Using edit button, user can update profile like full name, contact number, and profile image of user. Let's jump on batches overview. We can see all previous batch IDs and their details and at what stage they are getting processed. Here we can see batch ID 4DFFE has completed with farm inspector and harvester stage and currently getting processed by exporters. Okay, now let's update the farm inspection. Here we have to provide type of seed, coffee family, and fertilizers used. Let's submit the form and transaction. Now the transaction is getting mined. And let's have a look on updated version of batch. Here we can see the batch is completed with the farm inspector stage and now processing with harvester. Harvesters are the people who grows coffee in their farms. Now I am selecting harvester's address from the MetaMask and log in into the system. Harvesters are responsible to update the information like coffee variety, temperature in Fahrenheit, and humidity in percentage. Let's submit the form and transaction from MetaMask. Again, we have to wait till the transaction get mined. And let's have a look on updated batch. Here we can find out the batch is completed with harvester stage. And currently exporters are playing their roles. Now let's select the Now I am selecting exporter's address from the MetaMask and logging into the system. Here we can see Vishal is the exporter. And he is responsible for updating the information like quantity and kgs, destination address, sheep name, sheep number, estimated date and time, and exporter's ID. Let's submit the form and transaction. Now the transaction is getting mined. And here we can see updated version of batch. That batch is completed with exporter and now processing with importers. Let's have a look on batch details. Here we can see cultivation details, farm inspector details, details of harvester, exporter details, and batch is yet remained with importer and processor stage. Now importers are responsible for updating the importer's information Let's select the importer's address from the MetaMask and log in into the system. Importers are responsible to update the information like quantity, ship name, ship number, transporter information like transporter name, warehouse name, warehouse address, and importer's ID. Let's submit the form and transaction. Now the transaction is getting mined. And we can see the updated version of batch. That batch is completed with importer stage and now working with processor. Processors are responsible for updating the information like quantity, temperature, time for rusting in seconds, internal batch number, packaging date and time, processor name, and address of processor. Let's submit the form and transaction. Again, we have to wait till the transaction gets mined, and we can see updated version of batch, that our batch is completed with all its stages. Let's view the details. Here we can see cultivation details which are verified by admin, farm inspector, harvester, exporter stage, details of importer, and processor stage. All the stages of batch is completed. So this is how complete supply chain of coffee bean is stored on blockchain.